Students, today we are going to study about eukaryotic cell. Till now we have seen the overview of cells, cell theory and also studied the prokaryotic cells. Then we stepped back and had a look on the introduction part. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss about eukaryotic cell. Okay? Eukaryotic cells. U means true. In the earlier lecture also I have mentioned that about the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. But again I am telling, U means true, karyon means nucleus. The cells which have true nucleus are called eukaryotic cells. What is meant by true nucleus? Means the nucleus which is surrounded by nuclear membrane. That kind of nucleus is called as true nucleus. And in eukaryotic cells, we can see a nucleus surrounded by a nuclear membrane. But in prokaryotic cells, there is no nuclear membrane. The genetic material is naked. Okay, it is suspended in the cytoplasm. So prokaryotic cells, we have seen in the biological classification lesson that Whittaker classified living organisms into 5 kingdoms. They are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So Monera is the only kingdom which falls under the prokaryotes. Okay, all other kingdoms fall under the eukaryotes. So all protists, fungi, plants and animals, they come under eukaryotic, they have eukaryotic cells. Okay. Extensive compartmentalization due to the presence of membrane bound organelles. You can see that with most of the organelles which are, we can't say that all the organelles, because ribosomes, they are also present in the eukaryotic cells, but they do not have any membrane, right? So most of the membranes, most of the organelles which we see in eukaryotic cells, they do have a membrane. They are surrounded by a membrane. Like here we can see the a rough diagram of a eukaryotic cell. Nucleus, it is a nucleus, nucleus is surrounded by a membrane. It is Golgi complex surrounded by a membrane. Mitochondria surrounded by a membrane. So you can see this type of thing, it is looking like a compartments, like, right? So we can see extensive compartmentalization. Why? Due to the presence of membrane bound organelles. Most of the organelles present in the eukaryotic cells have membrane, but not all, remember it. Next, it possesses an organized nucleus with a nuclear envelope, which we have discussed now, that it has an organized nucleus and this nucleus is surrounded by the nucleus is surrounded by nuclear envelope. This is nuclear envelope. Okay. Then complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structures here. Complex locomotory. What are locomotory structures? That helps in movement. Okay. That helps in locomotion. Cytoskeletal structures are those structures, just like humans have bones that form their skeleton. In the cell also, the skeletal system is formed by these cytoskeletal structures. They provide structural support to the cell. Okay. What comes under these cytoskeletal structures? They are microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. They come under these cytoskeletal structures. Locomotory structures like cilia and flagella. These microtubules and microfilaments lie in the cytoplasm. This is cytoplasm and this is a microtubule. They lie in the cytoplasm, and do remember that they do not have any membrane. Okay, they lie in the cytoplasm and they provide structural support to the cell. The genetic material is organized into chromosomes. Here you can see that the genetic material is present in the nucleus and it is organized in the form of chromosomes. Okay. All eukaryotic cells are not identical. There are different types of eukaryotic cells. Basically they are of two types, plant cell and animal cell, which we have discussed in our previous lecture. Okay. So plant cell and animal cells. So they are, all the eukaryotic cells are not identical. They are of different types. For example, in plant cell you can see that there is a cell wall, whereas in animal cell cell wall is absent. Plastids, you can see chloroplast in the plant cell, whereas in animal cell it is absent. So plastids are present in plant cell wall is present in plant cell, and a large central vacuole. Large central vacuole is seen in a plant cell, but animal cells do have vacuoles, but they are of smaller size. Okay. The vacuole present in the plant cell is also surrounded by a membrane. But the gas vacuoles which we have discussed earlier, they are not surrounded by any vacuole. Next, animal cell. Animal cell have centrioles and microvilli. These are two special structures we can found in the animal cell. Okay, centrioles are absent in almost all plant cells. Here you need to observe, absent in almost all plant cells. It is given almost all, not all plant cells. Okay, so in Chlamydomonas, you can see the presence of centrioles. Chlamydomonas is a plant cell, but it have centriole. But generally we found centrioles in the animal cells. In higher plants, centriole is absent. Okay, and centriole is a non-membrane bound organelle. Generally in eukaryotic cells, what we see? We see membrane bound organelles. But centriole is a non-membrane bound organelle which is found in the animal cell. Microvilli. Microvilli is also a special thing about the animal cell, which we can see. It is not given in the NCERT, but in the matter, but it is given in the diagram. So I have take it out from the diagram. Microvilli is also present in animal cell. These are the special structures which are present in plant cell, and these are those which are present in animal cell. In the next video lecture, we are going to discuss about the plasma membrane. Okay, thank you.